pull off. Step right up.
Alright, hey everyone, it's Rain, and welcome to another Genshin stream. Or as I called this stream, I believe, just more Genshin stuff, because honestly, I don't know what we're doing today. I legitimately don't. I thought the new event would be out, it's not. The other one is finishing though, so we can do that. I'm gonna do a mic check real quick. We might do some artifact runs. Ooh, we could do Zhongli and Child's Trials for some primos, but I mean, other than that, there's not really much I know I can do, unfortunately. If we wanted, we could do the last of Kave's hangouts too. I think we only have one left, so there is some stuff we can do. I didn't actually make a plan for today because I haven't been on Genshin all week, so I'm just winging the stream. It's early. I'm a little tired because I just woke up. So yeah, there's no plan for this stream. It's just gonna be winging it. So for now, let's go do let's go condense our resin, and we'll do some artifact runs first. Just so we can get that out of the way. Because like I said, I haven't played Genshin all week, so I have a lot of resin.
This realm is...
So. How's everyone's day going this week? Alright, let's grab that. A Thomas is here. Oh my gosh, a wild Thomas has appeared. Grab the Pokeball. How are you today? I don't know why I'm flying down. I can just teleport. Duh. Fontaine. Oh, did you guys see the order for the new banners? New Valettes first. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want Rio so bad, but like New Valette is first, and I also really want New Valette. So I think I'm gonna pull for him anyway. I'm gonna just look up if I was a Pokemon, what would be my... I don't know. I don't know enough about Pokemon. I legitimately don't.
Solidify!
Gears of the storm! Everybody stand!
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Useless! Here! Boring!
I will have order! Stabilize!
Let's light it up!
Useless! Boring!
Alright, cool. Come on. Drum roll, please. Something good. Will. Oh. Why are they always trash? Never anything good. Like, ever. it's just more fuel for the strong box.
Solidify.
I'm going in! Dare to mess with me? Truth repeat.
Lament! Useless! Boring! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Boring!
See, that was a much better run. I don't know what happened to the first one. I'm legitimately thinking about your question, Thomas, and I just... Why is it HP? Why is it always HP? That is such a good piece. Why does it have to be HP? I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I know less about Pokemon than I thought I did, because I can't even think of a type. There's grass. You like Nahida, there's grass.
Order guide you.
Teamwork is strength! Ears of the storm!
Useless! Evil conquering! Here!
I'll miss your book. On my child, now he's better. Well, that's cool. Not horrible. Attack percent, energy recharge. I'm really looking for, of the other set, I'm really looking for an attack percent timepiece with EM and energy recharge for Miko. That one might not be bad if I can get it to go into EM.
I will have order.
I'm going in! Too late for regret!
Disappear! Here! Useless!
Alright. And the last artifacts are... Absolutely... Oh, wait, no. Element Mastery with attack percent. That's actually really good. Okay, not horrible. We got one piece. It's not great, but we got a piece. So, I can't be all that mad. Wasn't for Lenny, but hey, whatevs. Alright, let's jump over to the event, because I actually had a lot of fun trying to figure this one out last time. Mainly because, like, it's definitely possible to do some teams to do 4 stars with the characters that I have, and it just wasn't on this one. Oh, I'm still thinking. I'm pretty sure with the Hydro application it gives you, maybe like a Hyper Bloom team would be able to do that one. I don't know. We'll see. Let's head back over. I'm so used to just spamming shower Raiden if I have a problem. And I couldn't beat it with either of them, which was like super surprising. But then again, my current Raiden team is very underbuilt. Just because my Raiden is like really, really, really built doesn't mean my other characters are. Like Ilan still needs better artifacts. Nahida still needs better talents. Like I'm pretty sure Nahida's skills are still like 4, 6, 8. I think I want to get her skill to 8 at least, but I don't know. I just haven't. Okay, these are all Hydro enemies. I mean, I could do Aika.
Gather! This is order!
It's been a while since they've used Aika.
Take your troop. My apologies.
I have her weapon now. Why haven't I been using Ayaka? Is the last time I started... I just realized, like, the last time I think I actually used Ayaka was after I got her weapon. That feels like so long ago.
Solidify!
Cryo incarnate.
I got Shenhe's weapon too. What have I been doing?
My apologies.
What's going on? Let's do a pillar.
Gather! I will have order!
My will invoke. Sakura swirl. Whirling snow. Yeah. Ha. Hip. Yeah. Ha. 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 My
Solidify!
Well, that's terrifying. It's one of those.
rebuild.
Nice. Did you enjoy the Persona Royal video series I made? I didn't really know it was a series. I watched the first one. I can watch the other ones. I just want to use Ayaka again, or what are the enemies? Increases character's energy recharge. Oh, it's a Raiden. It's a Raiden.
There's no trouble.
Another test subject.
Busted.
Allow me. I see everything.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Don't be a killjoy!
There is no...
Bum, 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 bum.
Gotcha.
Killjoy! We don't
Don't
just
you
be
leave it. Hey. Make yourself a room.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternally. Illusion shattered.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Awesome. Says part 1 of 5 on the title. Look. I don't always read the titles. I click on the pictures.
Gotcha. Game's up. Thumbs up.
You sent me the first video, I watched the first video.
Make yourself a room.
Inazuma shines eternally.
I get told a lot that for someone who graduated college
There is no escape.
with really high grades, by the
I
way,
see everything.
I am an airhead
Allow me.
AF.
Another test. Fry!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Share my knowledge.
Absurd! Now you shall perish!
Frosty, Reeve it. Commit it to memory. Make yourselves a home.
Things are about to get dicey. Torn to oblivion!
Oh, big guy. Yeah.
Shine down!
Let's wait her a little.
Alright, well. That's all of the new event that gives you primos, anyway. Which is why I was here. Well, that's mildly disappointing. Because the last reward is 4 rocks. Is doing the crazy hard mode worth 4 rocks? I don't think so. Oh, we could try Firmament. I forgot. He is out. Have you guys played him yet? Do you like him? Did you get him? Okay, he's running Favonius. Isn't his signature weapon the bell? Is the signature weapon not even good for him? Well, apparently he's physical.
I'll protect her.
Rain outlines your fate.
So, is he just gonna be a 4-star Eula? That would suck.
Getting here!
I don't understand.
Going under! Pair!
Okay, I kind of get it. You can just kind of spam his skill. And it looks like it does cryo damage at first because the numbers are blue, and then it turns to physical damage at some point because then they turn yellow.
Getting here! Dead reckoning! Frost is coming! Pair! What you got? Frost is coming! Pair!
Oh, I get it. Okay. It's that bar. Okay. Alright. Weird, but I get it. Well, let's do trials. The other 2 trials just for the primos, I guess. Ka-ching! They gave me Ka-ching as a DPS!
You've been a naughty boy.
Incoming.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I haven't played Ka-ching since her freaking Story
With
Quest.
sword comes shadow.
Cool it. To get frostbite.
Let's spark things up.
This is order.
Nowhere to hide. Hey!
Why would I use Ka-ching when I could use Dendro hotter
I
Ka-ching?
will have order.
Cut to the
And by
chase.
that, I mean I'll hate them.
Don't blink.
Alright, let's do Childs. Oh shit, they gave him one of his best teams. Or at least his old ones. They gave us Taser Child. Okay. Not opposed.
By royal decree.
But they give Beto enough energy.
To ashes!
Shit.
Shadow Raven.
My
Let
Beto
that
cannot do
fall.
that.
Rain cutter!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Rain outlines your fate. Eyes on me!
Midnight Phantasm.
Let me weave you a verse.
I've seen people do Kaching and I'll hate them together. That would be kind of a crazy. I don't know if it'd be good. Well, I mean, yeah. Kaching's pretty good at Hyper Bloom teams. It'd be a really fun teleport team. You'd just be blinking all over the place. I still haven't done this. I should just do this. Alright, we're gonna do this. I still haven't done this. I know how to do it. You literally just watch these crabs race. And you get a chest, I believe. Yeah.
Take them. I have no need.
There is no escape!
I'm pretty sure you can do it again, like the following day, or something like that. They're not racing anymore. Am I good? Because I know there's different outcomes for that just single chest. Okay. What can we do now? Because that did not last very long. I guess we could try to get Firmament with the 2 pulls I have. If I get a 5-star by mistake, who would I want? Man, Noelle Sayu, not the best. Firmament, is he worth it? I don't know. Do I want C2 Zhongli or C1 Child? Not really either. I'm not gonna use either, really. Oh, man. I don't know if I want to risk it just for a 4-star, but I'm gonna. Firmament, not a 5-star. A? Firmament. Why do you hate me, game? You got my hopes up for nothing. F you. I legit thought the game was gonna be nice to me for once. Nope. It didn't even give me Sayu or Noelle. It was like, here, have a bow. Alright, let's head over to... do our dailies. I got Firmament while I got Child. Lucky. To be fair though, the only reason I want Firmament, or Firmine, or whatever his name is because he's Lenny and Lynette's younger brother. Like, that's legit the only reason. I probably wasn't gonna build him. Just because physical teams are in such a weird place. Like, I'm pretty sure the only one that's good is Eula. Which sucks. Is Eula the only physical 5-star? I'm pretty sure she is.
The wind knows me.
I could be wrong. I mean, I guess you could do Kaching as physical.
Gotcha. Take it easy. Game's up. Fun forever.
Be still.
Into the wind.
Let's light it up.
Cascade. Tap.
That was short. Cool. Four-star kinda. Yeah, I can see that. It's like his skill turns from cryo to physical the more you use it. Which is a little weird, and his ult doesn't really seem to do much other than make his skill more spammable. So he doesn't have like a burst. He has like a move state. Kinda like Zhao. And I guess Eula too. Where it helps him do more damage, but it's really just based around his skill. I think if you really wanted to, he could be good. He has a very interesting playstyle, so he could be very fun. I don't know, not for me. I just don't want to know.
Teamwork is trick. Busted.
Be still.
Alright, that's number 2. So let's go grab number 3. Did I just kill all of them with one Kazuha skill? Dude, Kazuha's so broken. You don't even, like, have to try.
It's getting a little cold. Time to bundle up.
Into the wind.
One with wind and cloud.
The wind
Like, I knew how broken Kazuha is.
Everybody stand back!
But still. Especially with, like, Fu
Quietly
Tao.
now. Things are about to get dicey.
Kamisato wa Suiyu.
into the wind.
Teamwork is trick. Busted. Ad Astra.
Have a sauce.
Thank you for
Guys, we've only been playing for like a half hour, and we finished the event, our dailies, artifact runs. Oh my god, Genshin, why are you like this sometimes? Alright. Hangout it is. Let's go back to Kave's. I'm pretty sure we only have like one more scenario to go. Oh, we have two. Man, how long are Kave's then? I feel like we have done so much and so little with Kave at the same time. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we'll do one more with Kave then. Go over it. Thank you. I have a feeling you're never gonna do Kaya's hangout. Probably not. Look, I don't like Kaya enough when he shows up normally. Do you think I'm gonna actively seek him out?
Commission was truly
Nah.
the worst decision ever.
I'll probably do Layla's next.
Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting to run in. Actually, while we're on that, what are you... so you saw all that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made sure to double check that nobody I knew was... Anyway, stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine.
True.
Same as last time. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Give me some juice.
In a glass.
I know you're already keeping a secret. That guy, Another glass, please.
You've got it, sir.
It really is, but perhaps
Oh,
getting would spend a
Kave.
lot of... I suppose all of this makes for a...
Here's your drink.
Boss?
I don't know what else
Meaning
we're
of-
supposed to do
Anyway,
though.
I don't know.
What do you think? No worries. It was just an offhand question. It's been bothering me for a while. Sounds great to me. I don't even want to think about this project anymore.
How about looking into another career? No! I don't want to help him do that.
A different career. I see. That's not a bad idea.
No, I don't want to crush his
I
dreams.
think I've heard a saying somewhere
I don't want to
before.
do it. I don't want to do this
80% of a
anymore.
working adult's woes are due to not having enough mora in the bank. It's just a saying, of course, but even I will admit that my life would be a lot better if I could make additional mora. And if I want to make mora, I should finish that ridiculous commission. Hold on. I just remembered that I used to have a senior classmate by the name of Alkami. If memory serves me right, he's no longer taking private commissions, but he's still doing pretty well for himself. Maybe I'll be able to get some advice from him. Yeah, I should
mean,
get
if
on
you're
this
really
right away.
hurting for money,
No more wine
Kave.
for me today. I'll grab the bill and be on my way.
If you're really hurting for money, maybe not do private commissions and just do general commissions. I know you don't get paid as much, but like, then anyone who wants to use the design can, and you get a profit from it at least. You stack up a bunch, like enough of them, and you'll be pretty well off. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who do that instead. You can tell beige boxes became so freaking popular. I hate beige boxes so much. Alright. I'm gonna switch out of the friendship team because I don't really need them and they don't really work as a team anyway.
The wind rises.
So, question, did anyone actually fish for the bow? Because I actually have been fishing in Fontaine for the pipe.
Hey, it's you! It's been a while. What have you been up to recently?
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things haven't
I have
changed
a
much
plaid
for me.
box then.
I'm still taking private commissions
Ugh.
for all kinds of projects.
I heard that you were the genius behind the Palace of Alcazazare. I bet you're all set for Mora after a project of that size.
Well, it's hard to make a profit from every project, you know?
Hard to make a profit. You've got to be joking. I've never met an architect who didn't make a profit from a project.
I know. It's just so sad. Anytime Dory is involved, especially, like, dude, just... He really needs to stop, one, waiving his fees. He needs to, two, stop using his own money to finish projects. 3, he needs to stop being so lenient and just get paid. And 4, and the biggest one, stop putting his name down for the collateral of projects. That is your client's job. They are supposed to be paying you to get the design built. You're not even... Kaveh, I love you. I do. But you make me so mad sometimes just because you're so nice. I'm with Al-Haytham. You're too nice.
Unless the client fled before they paid the commission fee in full. But that doesn't sound right either. Doesn't Dory have a pretty decent reputation in our local business circles? I don't think she's ever been involved in any kind of big scandal.
Well, about that. I mean, it was
She's
complicated.
conned you out of all your money. We know.
I understand. Either way, doing one project after another sure gets exhausting over the years, huh? I've been there, so I can feel your pain. I mean, I obviously never had your reputation to live up to.
Did you start a new career?
Not exactly. Judging from the look on your face, you're still strapped for Mora. That's quite unfortunate. You're the most artistically gifted graduate the Kasharawar Darshan has seen in decades. But it looks like you still have a lot to learn in terms of making Mora.
Yeah, he's really good at the architect side. He's not very good at the businessman side.
With that said, us Kasharawar grads should still look out for each other.
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top-level business secret. Are you sure you can just share something like that with me?
It's gonna boil down to just don't be so nice.
Besides, I don't want to just take something like that without offering anything in return. I still have a little Mora. Or is there something that I can help you with?
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from the others sooner or later. Compared to the classes taught by those old fossils at the Academia, my classes are more condensed and streamlined, and will allow people to quickly get their foot in the door. Unlike the Academia, I won't turn down anyone who's interested, rich or poor. It just so happens that I'm still looking for a few more instructors.
It's a scam.
What do you say? Interested in coming over to give a few lectures?
It's a scam. It's legitimately a pyramid scheme. Don't do it,
Regardless of
Kaveh.
pay, I can already guarantee that it'll be far more comfortable than working on random people.
Ah, so you want me to join you as an instructor? That does sound like something I'd be able to do.
Kaveh, it's a
Sounds
pyramid
like a pretty
scheme. Don't
stable
do it.
job, too.
You're gonna con people out of their Mora. Don't do it, Kaveh. Don't just believe him.
What do you think, Traveler?
At least you won't have to deal with clients anymore. I think think you should give it a go. I don't think you should give it a go. Where's the option to run away?
Then it's a deal.
Ew, Pyramid. Only Karen says yes to it.
Yes, it's a deal. Thank you, Alkami.
Oh, like I said, there's no need to thank me for this. The lecture room is not far from here. As for the pay, how about we start at 300,000 mora per lecture?
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer so much?
It's not even that much. It's like one talent skill upgrade.
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic worth. 300,000 is nothing compared to the prestige of having the Light of Ksharawar as one of my instructors. 300,000 is also just the base rate. Just trust me on this. The longer you stick with me, the more you'll come to understand your true value in the market. I have to go make some preparations now. See you tomorrow.
Let me guess. He's gonna also have to like rent the lecture hall and the desks and the tickets and all that kind of stuff. And if people don't show up, he's not actually gonna make that much. Like, you know, pyramid scheme stuff where he's only gonna make like, he's probably gonna make like 50,000 or something.
I was never particularly close with Alkami when we were in school. Who would have thought that he'd be so nice and friendly?
Dude, he's scamming you.
I've hosted free lectures before, but this would be my first time being hired to lecture for a formal business.
I'll join the lecture.
Thanks so much. I think I will be able to relax a bit more with a friend in the audience. Now, what should I talk about tomorrow? Some lessons I've learned over the past few years? I should probably save those for later. For my first lecture, I should start by getting them more interested in the field. Alright, let's meet here again tomorrow morning. I should hurry home and create some kind of lesson plan. If I'm going to become an instructor, I should make sure I show up prepared.
Okay. Wait until 7 a.m. the following day. Oh no, he looks annoyed.
Oh, I didn't expect you two to get here so early.
I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't fall asleep. Here, I've prepared a lesson plan. Do you want to take a look?
Why is Kaveh me? Dude. Legitimately, every time he opens his mouth, he says something else that's legitimately me. So you're telling me he's an insomniac freaking architect with money problems? Kaveh.
Lesson plan? I must commend you for your dedication. But the training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Instead of using your own plan, you can just use what we have here. Of course, you're always welcome to work in some of your own content to add some fun and flavor.
Can I take a look at the
Sure.
materials? The PO cover partial knowledge. At first glance, nothing appears to be
It's
amiss.
almost time for the lecture to start.
At first
Feel free to head
glance.
in and start the class whenever you're ready.
Huh. So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. Seems like I won't need the stuff I've prepared after all. Anyway, shouldn't be a problem. I'll just go ahead and use your materials. There's something else I want to ask, though. This isn't going to be a large class, is it?
No need to stress. There are only 20 people in this class.
Also, I realized something. Weren't soccer moms those original Karens? Pretty much,
There are
yeah.
14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, The first class has
But
the
after
best
like the
grades.
word Karen
So I
got like
direct them to
tokened,
you.
a lot of
We'll
people
see
just
how well
started
they take
doing
your
it for
lecture.
attention.
20 people, huh? All right. I think I can handle that.
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, only instructors and students are allowed in the classroom when class is in session. I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside while you teach the class.
It's okay. Thinking about taking a walk anyway.
Sorry about that. I'll meet you at the door when the class is over then.
It really is nice as he seems. I should probably ask around a bit. Traveler being suspicious.
Did you hear? Alkami recruited Kaveh to be an instructor.
I bet that'll boost his enrollment numbers.
Really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alkami was never that talented himself as an architect. If we're just talking about
Damn!
professional skill, no one would pay for a class with him.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those that can pass its entrance exam. So only a few people could hope to study architecture in the halls of the Kasharwar. For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the Mora.
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
Well, now I feel bad.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, Alkami? You mean that rich guy who's been making quite the name for himself? Yeah, he commissioned a set of furniture from me a while back. I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's opened a training center so others can follow in his footsteps.
I don't think he's all that wealthy.
If the tuition wasn't
He wouldn't be
high,
running this, like...
I'd enroll my child in a heartbeat.
He wouldn't be running this
Architecture
really
sounds like a lucrative
low
profession.
budget, really shitty looking class. Like, look where he's holding it. It's in a shack.
All right, everyone. There's no need to be nervous. Class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture. Did I scare anybody?
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh. We were just
Oh,
a
it's
bit
like a
lost
kid
and,
class.
Didn't get what you were talking about.
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's materials, so I flipped through some pages and gave them a closer look. The more I read, the more upset I became. Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. The materials he made are completely useless for teaching real architecture.
He's gonna ruin him.
In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability to craft a design. In other words, they must be able to conceptualize ideas.
See, yes, for really famous architects vary. But let's be real, architects are just salesmen. Especially nowadays, you're really just trying to get people to sell those beige boxes. Just buy them, get what everyone else has, you know. You're really just a glorified salesman. Especially nowadays.
There are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as a countless number of architectural styles. Some designs emphasize aesthetics, while others prioritize practicality. The architects who can critically
It's actually
evaluate
pretty
the
rare to
quality and
actually
fit
get
of
to
different
work on your own
designs are
design,
those who can come up with
unfortunately.
great designs of their own. But you won't get any of that from the teaching materials they're using here. All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. They are learning nothing about the underlying principles. How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a pitiful smattering of architectural knowledge.
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you threw away the materials either. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works of art. We just want to make some Mora.
You're studying architecture to make Mora?
Kame, they're kids, don't!
Yeah. Why else would we be studying here? My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. Once I finally make my fortune in architecture, I'll be able to buy anything I like.
Huh. In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed. The reality is that the work of an architect is very difficult, and the pay is not lucrative at all. Believe me, I'm a perfect example.
But how? Mr. Alkami just told us last night that you made a killing by building the Palace of Alcazarzare. He also said that as long as we graduate from his class, waves upon waves of people will reach out to us with private commissions, and we can just sit back and wait for Mora to fill up our pockets.
These are kids.
It won't be long before I can put these miserable days behind me.
These are kids.
Come on.
Miserable
you all
days.
Believed everything he said?
But Mr. Alkami is really rich, isn't he?
I doubt it.
It's pointless trying to argue this with you right now. You've already filled your heads with pipe dreams. Let's go, traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's true plans from the man himself.
We're gonna like track down his house and he's gonna be broke.
What's wrong, Kave? You look quite flustered. Did one of my students offend you?
Your material
Were the
sucks, dude.
students not astute enough for your liking? I must implore you to go a bit easier on them. After all, they're nothing like the genius scholars you're used to dealing with at the academia. We don't need to strive for perfect understanding. As long as some knowledge has been passed on, that's good enough.
Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I'm even more upset that you're scamming people under the guise of teaching them about architecture. The students are all here hoping for a quick way to make money. But we both know that an architect's life is hard and exhausting. Just a little while ago, I was toiling over the 6th draft of a design for a client. If your client is unhappy, you can't break ground. And the longer a project goes, the longer it takes for you to get paid in full. What's worse, if your client disappears in the middle of a project, good luck getting anything from them ever again. You know all of this just as well as I do. Why lie to them?
Look, Kave, you may be the light of Ksharawar, but like I said, you still have a lot to learn about making Mora.
Yeah, you are a little bit too nice to people.
You may deny it all you want, but it's a fact that in today's Sumeru, architecture is a terrible profession. Our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our designs. Instead of appreciating us, they spend all their time nitpicking details and demanding changes, often forcing all kinds of ridiculous ideas onto us.
I mean, they're paying for it. They want their dream house. It makes sense.
I suppose that's more or less true. Go on.
Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding? If the field is dying, then a person who still wants to make a good living will just have to change their strategy. If it's near impossible to make money as an architect, then why not just establish a training center and train other people to become architects in our stead?
It's really funny that in Genshin, the funeral parlor director has no... is super freaking rich. If you guys don't know, Hu Tao is really rich. There's just so many like weird professions that people have that make all this money that really shouldn't. And then there's Kave, who's actually in a career that nowadays pays really well. And he's just broke all the time, constantly. Dude can't catch a break.
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you just leading them into the same trap?
We
Chairman's
are
game.
already stuck, my friend. The more people we can lead into this pit and stack as padding beneath our feet, the more comfortable our lives will be.
So, instead of making money from architecture, you're making money from your students.
That's right. Making money as an architect is a slow and agonizing process. In comparison, earning tuition from a training center is far easier. None of the students will ever know how.
They just need to invent.
In their eyes, all of my income was earned during my years as an architect.
They just need to invent fair wages. And
after all, everyone wants to live the dream of being the person who can spend millions without batting an eye.
Annual pay and stuff like that. Because then you get paid something no matter what, even if it is like peanuts compared to your commissions.
The more students I get, the more money I earn. And the more real that dream becomes.
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out the truth about architecture and struggle to stay afloat amid all the problems we already talked about. When that happens, your facade will pop like a soap bubble.
Ah, but that's just one way to look at the problem. No two people have the same amount of talent. Even if they fail to strike gold in the future, you can't say that it's my fault and mine alone.
I mean, they could say you're a really bad teacher.
And also, I never actually promised that they would achieve financial freedom as long as they become architects. I'm not even scared if they do come back and stir up trouble. My training center has all the required permits and certifications. Even the Dendro Archon herself couldn't find fault in any part of my business.
Oh, really? So if I go get her real quick, you don't think she wouldn't help me commit arson on this little scam of yours?
How can you sleep at night knowing that you're doing all this? I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being. I am beyond disappointed in you.
He's like, you're scum, I spit on you. Oh, you're not even the shit on my shoe. Damn!
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you graduated from the academia? If you still can't accept something like this, do you just plan on keeping that worthless naivete of yours until the end of time?
Yes, let Kaveh stay precious.
Only fools will see art as revered and sacred. In the end, art is just another business. I urge you to think about what I've said.
Or it's not everything.
Offloading your pain onto
Money's
others
not
is the only way a person can live comfortably in this world. As the light of the Ksharowa, you've accumulated plenty of fame and respect. It's high time that you use those resources to improve the circumstances of your own life. Think it over, Kaveh. I still believe our collaboration could be very fruitful.
Nah. He's gone. What do you plan on doing next?
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing more I can say to him. I'll resign from my position as instructor.
You'll give up on the Mora?
Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at this center, he would be able to use my name to advertise this place. Even if I just sit back and do nothing, others will be deceived and suffer because of me.
Yeah.
He is right about one thing, though. These kinds of
Leave
training
the pyramids
centers
game
are everywhere. And even if the academia was to find out about it, it's unlikely that they would take any real action against it. The most that they could accuse him of is false advertising. And even that would be hard to prove.
There's something strange about all this.
Did you notice something else?
Some of the students didn't appear to be very wealthy.
Yeah, you've got a point. The rate he gave me was 300,000 mora per lecture. That probably came out of the students' tuition. And who knows just how much he's been charging the students for attending his classes.
Oh yeah, probably a lot.
If you're gambling everything on making it rich as an architect, are you really going to have the mora to pay for that kind of tuition?
We can try asking the students.
Right. We should hurry. The students didn't believe a word I was telling them. We're never going to get any information from them again if we let Alkami talk to them first.
Alright.
Oh, Mr. Kaveh? What are you doing back here?
I was just up this... Like, we were legit just up the stairs.
Class finished a while ago, but you're still here. Why haven't you gone home?
I wanted to stay for a little longer. I'm still thinking about everything you taught during the class. Even though a lot of it went right over my head, I still thought the houses you drew were really pretty.
Of course they were. All the examples I drew were world-famous landmarks. Each one was the magnum opus of a celebrated architect. It's a good thing that you could recognize them for their beauty. The accumulation of knowledge is the first step to artistic expression. Instead of rote memorization, you should try to relate and to understand, and after that, try to resonate with the work.
Resonate?
Find what you like, find your own style, and create your own designs.
Yes. When I first got into architecture, there were many things about it that I couldn't understand at all. I would find a building to be beautiful, but have no idea what made it so good. And for most people, just being able to admire a building is enough. To become a good architect, however, you must also learn to assess and appraise. Going from admiration to assessment will take a lot of time and specialized knowledge.
I saw a cool
I'm
Hu Tao
afraid that some
animation. She
superficial speed
was
training won't be enough to take you
selling
there.
coffins, like RGB coffins, or gaming coffins. What a luxury item. Your course will be able to game while dead.
Just as I thought. Becoming an architect won't be as easy as Mr. Alkami made it out to be.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. All I want to tell you is that an architect's life is not as carefree and easy as others may make it out to be.
Kaveh needs to start his own school. Because honestly, he'd be such a good teacher. He needs to come up with his own lesson plans and all that kind of stuff. And he just needs to, like... I feel like Kaveh could really just blossom if he just made his own, like, architect school. He loves to talk, he loves to draw and make his own designs. He could still technically pursue his art and stuff. And he could teach people what he believes, you know, architecture and his art should be about. You know? He'd run this other place out of business because you know Kaveh would not really care about tuition.
I understand.
He so wouldn't.
Thank you for telling me the truth, Mr. Kaveh. I think I'll still stay here for the time being, though, since my family still hasn't paid everything off.
Paid off what?
Sorry, I can't say anything more. Mr. Alkami made it very clear that anyone who talks about it will be kicked out of the class.
Don't listen to him. I am the most famous architect in Sumeru. If he kicks you out, then I'll just take you in instead.
Really?
Why would I pull your leg? I can see you have some talent. So as long as you get your fundamentals down, you should
See,
be
he'd
able
be
to
such
pass
a
the
good
entrance
teacher.
exam and continue your studies at the academia.
Then please keep this a secret for me, Mr. Kaveh. Truth be told, my family is not very well off, so we couldn't really afford the tuition for this class. Mr. Alkami was the one who reached out to my parents. He told them that he knew a merchant by the name of Bahar and that we could get a loan from him. He told all the students that once we graduate, people would come flocking to commission us for projects. If everything went well, we'd be able to pay off everything in just a few years, and all the more we make after that would be ours.
He told you to take loans from the mob? And then he just takes the money, and then you guys can't pay the dude. You can't pay the loan shark back. And then he's just gonna off you guys for not paying him back. And the teacher dude gets just to make all the profit. Holy shit. Dude's literally taking their money. He's not worried about them coming back because they're gonna be dead. Oh my god. Genshin just really went there. Okay.
How much did your family borrow from this merchant?
I think it was several million mora.
Ah!
And what was the interest rate?
I'm not really sure. My parents were the ones who signed the contract. All I know is that the stack of papers was as thick as a slab of rock.
Something doesn't feel right about this.
I have a bad feeling, too. We need to find that merchant to confirm. Good idea. Hey, tell me, do you know where we'd be able to find this merchant?
We last saw him on the north shore of Port Ormos. Who knows if he's still in that area, though.
Well, it'd still be worth taking a look. Architecture... No. The arts shouldn't be used as bait for a scam. We need to do something before the students' lives are ruined even further.
Kind of reminds me of Yosuke's quest. Or Yusuke's quest from Persona.
Squall and Fury.
It's the whole art scam kind of thing.
Slow.
Except for in this case, it's buildings.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Here to beat you up.
Oh. I don't think I've ever seen you guys before.
You're Fahar, right?
Yes. May I ask who introduced you?
Alkami. My friend here wants to enroll in his architecture class, but they're a bit short on money. Alkami told us you're the man to go to in this kind of situation.
That's right.
Sounds like his business is booming. How much do you need?
Let me see. I'd say around 3 million mora.
Oof. You call that a bit short on money? Anyway, since you're here because of Alkami, I can work things out for you. Make sure you sign the contract, though. Lots of people are borrowing money from me nowadays.
What contract?
Here you go. Don't worry, there's nothing particularly unusual about it. All you need to do is pay back the loan in full within 3 years.
And what if they won't be able to pay it back?
What do you mean, won't be able to pay it back? Once you graduate from Alkami's place, you'll be making millions of mora a year. Easy! At that point, paying this off will be a piece of cake. And even if you were to run into some difficulties and need to delay the installments, it's no big deal. We're all reasonable people here. If you can't pay quickly, you can just pay it back over a longer period. All that would change is your interest rates would get a little higher.
What's the interest rate?
It's hard work running a business. If we're taking risks to supply you with mora, it's only fair that you take on a bit of the financial risk as well. Anyway, there's no point in tying yourself in knots over the contract. With the way you're reading every single line, it's like you're worried you're about to get scammed out of your whole life savings.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Tons of students
That's what college
at
does.
Alkami's place have signed the contract. Aren't they all doing pretty well for themselves?
No.
I just did some calculations in my head. When you say the interest will get a little higher, do you mean it'll get higher than 30%? Of course, the contract did a great job of trying to obfuscate that fact. It only listed the amount that you'll have to repay every day, which gives the false impression that the amount hasn't actually increased by all that much. If you actually do the math, however, it's clear that the amount you need to pay on interest alone will amount to hundreds of thousands of mora per year. Most people can't even make that much mora in a year. Your greed really knows no bounds. Even my creditor doesn't dare to raise rates that high. Once a family's signed on to a scheme like this, there's no getting out.
What are you trying to say, huh?
We mean to put you in jail for your crimes.
I figured something was off when two well-dressed people came looking for a loan. Think you got the better of me? Too many people are sticking their noses where they don't belong these days. Luckily for me, though, this is a pretty secluded spot. Hey, come out and teach these guys a lesson!
Eremites? I've already fought off more than my fair share. There are only a few of them, so they shouldn't pose much of a threat.
Alright.
Not now. Cole.
Dude hired 3.
Adventure left light in the ears of the storm.
Behold!
Who are you and what do you want? I don't think we've done anything to hurt or offend you. So why go—
Debt has the power to upend your whole life. I know very well just how miserable living in debt can be.
All I hear is BS. Do you guys know how high 30% interest is? Let me put this in context. College, I've only ever seen college do around 5% interest. They take 5% and add that onto a fee every, will depend on your payment method, week or month or whatever. And that adds up really fast. Because the more you don't pay back, the higher the interest can get. Starting off with something around 30%, so I'm assuming his normal one is like 20%, is massive. That would ruin your life so fast.
But my debts are the culmination of many different factors, and my interest rate is still somewhat reasonable. As long as I continue to work with my situation in mind,
because I had annual payments on my college debt and stuff like that, my interest rate never went above 3%, which was amazing. But I have known people who have tried to avoid college, paying off college and stuff, and their interest has gone up to like 10%. And that only made things worse. Pay off your loans, guys. Don't make shady deals, guys. Don't be an idiot, guys.
But these students are different. They have neither the mental preparation nor the financial resources to pay back a debt like this. You sold the dreams of becoming an architect to the students as bait, urging them to take on insurmountable amounts of debt to satisfy your greed.
Ha! Everyone knows there's no such thing as a free lunch. It's their own fault for falling into the trap. And if we're going to talk about greed, aren't those students the ones who are blinded by it? They completely ignore the risk that's right there in front of them.
Ha! And here comes the silver tongue. Surely you use that to reel in the students as well. Even now, many of them are still hopelessly dreaming of striking gold after they graduate.
And get money for free.
People grow by learning from their mistakes. I hope this will be a valuable lesson to them. Let's head back to the academia and turn this guy over to the Matra.
Alright. Let's go give him to Sino.
Sino? Didn't think I would run into you here.
My vacation just ended.
Who else would we run into?
So I'm going over some cases at the academia.
Surprised we actually saw him, though.
I see. Charging an interest rate over 30% indeed constitutes a crime, as it is highly likely that Alchemy is also benefiting from this scheme. The Matra will open an investigation on him as well.
Awesome.
Any funds we manage to recover from the suspects will be returned to the students.
That should still be enough. Once the students realize the error of their ways, they won't fall so easily for such traps in the future.
Says the man... Nope, not gonna bring it up.
Anyway, thank you for your help. I hope this won't be too much trouble for you.
It's no trouble. Just another day at work. How did you two get tangled up in this anyway?
Akami tried to hire Kaveh on one of his instructors.
Did you accept any mora from him?
He promised to pay me 300,000 mora per lecture, but I resigned as soon as I finished the first session. I didn't take a single coin.
Ah, that's good.
Hmm? What do you mean, that's good? Would you have taken me into custody as well if I had actually accepted any mora?
I wouldn't have gone that far. But, had he insisted that you were also an active participant in his schemes, under our rules, we would have been required to open an investigation on you as well. Either way, though, I believe you are innocent in all of this. Had you actually been alright with making money through less than noble means, your life wouldn't be the mess it currently is.
Oh, Sino, you're so blunt. I love you.
Hey, what was that? What do you mean my life is a mess?
Never mind. Your life is fine.
You didn't even say it to me, and that hurt.
You're just messing with me now, aren't you?
Let's get back to business. If Alkami's case can be successfully resolved, you'll be eligible for a monetary reward from the Academia.
Huh. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I never would have guessed. What I'm trying to say is that we didn't report Alkami because we thought we could make some more off of it.
The reward will be given regardless of your personal motivations. It was implemented with the intent of encouraging people to supply tips to the Matra.
Fine.
Is there anything else?
I want to go back to the training center one more time and talk to some of the kids.
Sure, but you should wait until tomorrow. My subordinates will shut down the center today, and summon the students to gather information on the total amount of Mora they've lost in the scam.
Alright, then I'll stay out of their way. I can talk to the kids tomorrow.
You're not gonna... I'm so nervous that Kave's gonna try and give his own money to the kids or whatever.
I have a few other things to take care of, so I'll be off for now.
To help.
If you
with
want to
the fact
follow
that
up
they
on
lost
this
all that
case,
Mora.
just come find me again. Or ask one of the Matra.
That should finally be the end of that. Oh, who would
Kind
have
of
thought
a guy
it would turn
who
out
is
like
all
this?
about bringing
All I
people
wanted was
to
to find a new
justice.
gig and earn some Mora.
Really just said, if you just scam these people, your life would be better.
To think Alkami would sink this low.
He didn't really
It
say
still makes me
that,
really
but...
upset. Still, I think I
He
feel
said
a
he'd
little
take
better
him
now
to...
than when you found me
Well,
back at the
open an
tavern.
investigation if he did.
It's a little ironic, but you could say it's because I've realized that there are many circumstances in the world that are even worse than my own. Now that I've seen such things firsthand, I suppose I've earned a new sense of appreciation for my life. How should I put it? I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to my profession, so I often argue with my clients. The arguments are usually extremely frustrating, and every once in a while I'd wonder if I only became an architect because fate wanted me to pay for some sins I'd committed in a previous life. Alkami's suggestion
I don't
would
really
have
think
allowed
so.
me to quit my life as an architect and earn money solely from my reputation. But now that I've experienced that for myself, I can confidently say that I'd never want to do it again.
And that's why he thinks you're so rigid for when it comes to making
Every
Mora.
scholar has their own sense of pride and a line that they don't like to cross. Of course, when faced with the vicissitudes of life, some will surrender these things to seek a more comfortable life. Just speaking for myself, though, I don't think that's something I'd ever be able to do. The voice in my heart would just keep repeating one thing. The moment I turn away from my dreams would be the moment my career ends.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who, you know, they actively try and chase after their dreams and stuff, and, you know, what they're doing is what they've always dreamed of doing and stuff like that. So, if you enjoy your job, you're set in life. Whether you make a lot of money or not, if you enjoy your job, you're going to enjoy your life. That's just kind of how things are.
If I stopped devoting everything to my creative activities, I'd be able to lead a more comfortable life. But at the same time, my sense of intuition and understanding for the arts would also begin to degrade. At that point, any materialistic ease I may have gained in life would just become another form of torment. In comparison, my current life comes with its share of difficulties, but at least I'd never have to deal with that kind of existential reckoning.
It's good to stay your true self.
I appreciate it. You may call me conceited for this, but I would also like to think I'm talented enough to be able to lead a decent life without compromising my pride.
Kokave.
It's certainly not easy, but I want to keep at it. My thanks again for being such a great help throughout all of this. I'm planning to pay another visit to those kids tomorrow. Want to come with me?
Sure, I'll
All
come.
right. I'll see you tomorrow then.
I wasn't 100% sure if it was actually going to make us go. I honestly thought it was about to end, and... like, maybe it would give us the picture of us, like, sitting with the kids talking or something like that. I didn't actually think we were going to go. It really felt like the end there.
Quit following me.
Alright, so let's jump over and let's go talk to Kaveh. And unfortunately, that'll probably be it for today. Mainly because, like, there wasn't really anything to do. And... it's 10:30 anyway. But, like, honestly, we finished the event really fast. And then... doing our dailies and grinding, that never takes long. So... I don't know. I just wish there was more... I don't know. Maybe a little more to explore in Fontaine.
I never would have guessed Mr.
Maybe a better event.
The training center has been shut down, and the Matra have promised to return some of our tuition. But we've already spent so much time on this class. What should we do next?
Kaveh started school.
Mr. Kaveh said we can keep
Kaveh started school.
And try to get into the academia. Easier said than done. If it was easier to get into the academia, none of us would have signed up for the class in the first place. Only the best of the best can get into the academia studying on their own. Mr. Kaveh might be willing to teach us.
Why? What reason does he have to stick around?
Because he's just that nice.
So, you're the only ones that showed up today, huh?
Huh? Kaveh's here!
Now, that's Mr. Kaveh to you. I'm here as your instructor, so let's keep things a little more proper. I'll keep instructing you for a while longer. You can pass on the message to the other students. As long as someone wants to come, they can join the class. Oh, also, I'm usually pretty busy, so I'll only be able to teach architecture fundamentals on my days off. Another disclaimer. I can't promise that you'll all be able to understand everything I'm going to teach. Architecture is not an easy profession. Aesthetics aside, even the basics of safe design can already be a handful for most people.
If you're good at math, you'll be good at architecture. It's literally just, it's all math.
If you want to design safe buildings, you'll have to go through a systematic study of structural engineering. And just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial stuff you were learning before. It'll take both talent and perseverance to get through the course. I don't want to hear anyone say that I didn't warn you.
We'll try our best.
It seems some of you are really serious about this after all. All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. No need to prepare much for today's class. We're going to go on a quick field trip.
Where to?
You'll know once we get there. Come on, let's get going. We'll be off once everyone's grabbed their pencils and sketch pads.
We're going to the Palace of Alcazar, aren't we? You're gonna make them draw your baby. Oh, no. Oh, okay, maybe not. We're going to the port expansion, then. There's only 2 big projects that I know of. I'm sorry, Kaveh.
The wind rises.
Yeah. Yep. You can really tell when Kaveh helps building something. You can really tell when Kaveh helped build something. Or design.
This lighthouse has been around for a long time, and I handled its renovations when I first graduated from the academia. The point of today is not so much about the lighthouse as a building, however. I just want you to take a look at it and do a bit of self-reflection. Don't think about how you'd actually go about building it for now. Just put your ideas to paper and draw the prettiest building that comes to your mind.
So, it can be, any kind of building?
Yep, as long as you think it'd look good. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a building. If you want, you can draw trees, the ocean, or even a garden area. In my experience, it's best to approach the study of architecture from a point of personal interest, rather than for the sake of a career.
Kaveh legitimately just became a teacher.
Both the study and practice of architectural design are extremely difficult. A person who's forced to work on projects that they don't resonate with will only struggle and suffer. So at least for today, I hope the students will be able to create something that they enjoy. There's no need to think about it too hard. They'll have plenty of time in the future to revisit the design and make changes. What do you think? Want to try your hand at it as well? Don't forget that this is
He's gonna
free
be our
class
teacher
from Mr.
too.
Kaveh, the light of the Kasharawar.
We drew the teapot! Why? Oh, Kaveh, if only you knew of the worlds we have within our Serenity Pot. Oh my god, he would legitimately geek out. I want to see a story quest where we just take him into the pot. I know I already have him in my teapot and stuff like that, but it's not the same. It's just not. Alright, well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That was such a cute one. I'm really excited to finish his hangout probably next time. As much as I love doing the hangouts, they kind of drain me because they are a little boring sometimes. You really gotta wait till the end of them for them to get really good. I know when we were doing betas, like, it was, like, very samey until, like, that end one where we got to, like, the really emotional stuff. I don't know. Today's Wednesday. I think what I'm gonna do is stream Star Rail sometime tomorrow or Friday. Most likely tomorrow I'll try and stream Star Rail. Maybe not like super early, but sometime during the day because I'm off tomorrow. That way we can do the Swarm Disaster event and finish the mail delivery event and stuff like that. And then we can just jump into the Kingdom Hearts stream and stuff later on that day. So, maybe a bonus stream tomorrow. We'll definitely have to see. Depends on what's going on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.